What's going on, guys? You are super close to my face, but I'm about to do my makeup and I am literally about to get ready for work. My throat is a little my asthma is bothering me. I've been feeling sick. It's whatever because I still have to get up and go to work the next day, so it's fine. I don't feel terrible, but I think I'm like literally getting over a cold. So I'm gonna put some more makeup on and yeah, I want to talk to you guys about FIRE. I started reading this book or listening to this book. I'm also gonna do my hair. Actually, let me do my hair real fast. I'm like gonna set my edges and then I will come back to tell you. But I want to talk to you guys about FIRE. Financial independence, retire early. I got a little half up, half down happening. Can't really tell, but I just slick my edges back. I always put like 2 little pieces in the front because I have a forehead issues. Not really, I just think my forehead is big and I like it better when I have bangs. Anyway, so FIRE, financial independence, retire early. I was reading listening to a financial book. It's called Black Girl's Guide to Financial Freedom, and it brings up FIRE. Now I've heard of FIRE before, but I've never like done research into it, or heard about it from someone who is a financial person, guru, studier, has a degree in financials. Never like talked to someone about it like that. I had just heard of it based off of I'm pretty sure like a YouTube video. Like I heard someone talk about it in a YouTube video more recently too. Like I can't even say like I heard about it a long time. Like it was recent. Yeah, and so 2023, like literally this year, I probably heard about it. So and I just feel like the more I get into financials, the more I realize just how taboo, like people just don't talk about financials, especially in Black spaces, like African Americans or Black people, African people, whatever. We don't talk about our money. And just I feel like African people and African Americans period are very private just about their lives in general. And I think that stems like really deep, like different things. To be honest, the Africans that I know, and when I've asked them this question, they're very private because they believe in things as like spirits and like people praying against you and people coming against, like attacking your life in that way. So they keep everything private because and like I said, this is based off of me asking someone who is of African descent, and then also based off of like reading articles, right? Like why? And just these are the things that, you know, they believe in and have grown up with and like the ideals or whatever. So they just tend to be more private. And I also think that's African Americans as well. Like we've kind of adopted that. People of African descent who grew up in America, such as me, we have adopted that mindset. And like even just financials overall, like it's something you don't want to talk about, but it like sometimes it feels harder as a Black person to be able to gain a good financial standing, to have financial independence and all that. And I just, you know, there's lots of things that go into it, like histories and like things that happened in the past and like things that are still going on and whatever. Like we could dissect it all day long. That's not why I'm here. In this video, I just want to talk about how I am now looking into doing the FIRE method or adopting the FIRE method for my financial life. So mainly realizing that I am currently living outside of my means, and for me able to save money for my future, to have financial independence and to retire, not even early at this point, like just to be able to retire period and to live comfortably, I have to make better financial decisions now. So I'm like so close to the camera. Like the camera is so close to my face. I can't even. I hope that's better. My bad. Anyway, so I'm currently 36 years old. I turned 37 in like a month, less than a month. Right now it's October. I turned 37 in November. So like to me, like as I got over 35, like got over the age of 35, I honestly started thinking about like retirement at that age. And just in the idea of will I retire? Like, will I be able to do that? Not out of the sense of like, will I have enough money, but almost also in the sense of like, do I not want to work? Am I that type of person? If you haven't seen my previous video on vision, like the questions I most recently asked myself to reassess my vision, that's one of the questions I asked myself. Like, what does my ideal life look like? Am I going to get up every day to go to work? Like, do I want to do that? Do I, want to do something, not do that, whatever? And me personally, as long as I'm doing something that I love, which for me, I love customer service. I love serving people. As long as I'm doing something that I love in my work, I am perfectly okay with working. And more specifically, I want to get to the point where I'm working for myself. I honestly do want to get to that point where I'm making the decisions, I'm calling the shots and everything, but still in the service aspect, like some way. But either way, I currently, right now, I feel like I am okay with still working. However, I do want to get to the point where I can do what I want to do in the work industry. Right now, I love my job. I love what I do. I do customer service and I love my customer service job. And it serves me at the same time. Like it's great. Like it's a great job. So it's not like I'm trying to leave my job right now. I just really want to start thinking about the future and like making actual plans and like making moves. I also have 2 children. They are 10 and 12. Currently, they're about to be 13 and 11. Just crazy. But obviously I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about, them growing and all that. But then I'm like, okay, what about their future? Me personally, I'm 37 years old and I still have student loans, right? Like that's, a problem for me. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that I'm still going to be paying on this money, at least for the next 5 years. I need to find a way to be able to pay this off quickly so I can get closer to the desire of retiring early or being financially independent, no debt. So I did a little bit of research. I have my book here, but it's like I'm covering it in makeup right now. I did a little bit of research and I took some notes, of course, because I'm a note taker. And like I said, I read the book. And I was like looking at it and asking myself certain questions, like what age do I want to retire? And like how much money do I want to have to be able to live off of? And in the book that I read, once again, it's called Financial Independence. No, wait. Is it Financial Independence for Black Girl? Black Girl's Guide to Financial Independence. Or Financial Freedom. That's what it is. Financial freedom. So in the book though, she really breaks it down like numbers wise. Like she tells you exactly how much money that like based off of like at the time she's writing the book, how much money is like the average amount of money that you need to be able to live, how much money you need to save up to that point. And then she gives you ways to like calculate that money. She also gives you resources like what you can there's like a calculator online. I wrote that down too. It's called F.I.R.E calculator. And you can literally put in the numbers and it'll tell you like how much money you need to be able to retire and how long it's going to take you to get there and all that. And that was like really super motivating for me in the aspect. It's like, okay, like I actually can do this. Like if I put towards the work to do this in my life, like it can happen, right? But then on the other side of that, I still want to live and live in the sense of I still want to go places. I still want to do things. I still want to spend money, obviously. But how can I meet myself in the middle? How can I make it sustainable so I can still work towards this goal and still be able to feel like I'm living and doing things and I'm not working for nothing? So that once again comes back to around to living outside of my means. Like there are things, big things, like not even just little like, oh, $10 subscriptions here, $5 coffee here. Not even those little things. There are big things in my life that I can change financially that will help me get towards this point of retiring early, financial independence, right? And I think that that's like a major thing that it's not talked about. Sometimes we just talk about the fact of like, it's been like, and I'm guilty of this. Like, okay, I have a second job now. I'm making extra income, but am I making extra income to fund my life, or am I making extra income to actually pay off my debt to be able to get to a point where I can live financial independence, financial freedom? And at first that was what I was thinking I was doing. Okay, yes, I'm doing this so I can pay off my student loans. And then I saved a decent amount of money. To me, like over $1,000 is a decent amount of money if I save that, right? And then I'm like, well, I could go on this trip. And then I book the trip and then I spend the money. And then I'm like, should I have done that? And not the smartest thing, but at the same time, like on the other side of that, like if I save up the money up to that point and save up for the thing that I want to do while still saving money for retirement, while still paying off my debt, while still taking care of my children and not living outside my means, that is the more smart thing to do, Nicole. Like, just be smart about it. Just don't be stupid about it. And I decided to just address myself and say, okay, Nicole, like, these are things that you're doing, that you're living outside your means. You were trying to go above and beyond. You're trying to take now you're taking your second job income and you're putting it towards these things you don't need to put it towards. What you need to put it towards is your debt. And so this is honestly just like a little slap on my own wrist at this point, a little wake up call for me. Like, Nicole, you may have messed up. You messed up just a little bit, and you need to get it together. So I think it's really cool, just the concept of financial independence and retiring early. Like, it really is a cool concept. And after I read this book, it really just gave me the motivation that I personally needed to say, okay, this is still possible for me. And I mean, it could be the fact that it's written by a Black woman and I am a Black woman and like she connected to me within the book. Yes, that could be it. But also, it was super tangible, the things that she was saying. These are things that I could apply to my life, like right now, literally looking at my life. And it comes down to vision and like knowing what you want and how you're going to get there and making a plan to get there. Like, there's a whole chapter in her book talking about the vision you want for your life. And after you lay it out, after you say, this is what I want, then you make the plan. Okay, this is how I'm going to get there. And then you execute the plan. But you can't execute a plan that you don't have, right? Like, it's just not possible. So making the plan, huge deal. And sometimes, even me, like, I love planning, but I just skip that part and thinking like, okay, I want to run a marathon, so let's go out and run the marathon. No, like, you have to build yourself up there. You have to build up that stamina, take those steps to get there. So now I'm going to run the marathon of financial independence and retiring. I'm going to say early because that's the statement, FIRE. But like I said, I'm 37. To me, retiring early would be like 40, 50. But I know I'm not going to get there, and that's okay with me. Like, I'm realistic, especially because I have 2 kids. They're younger. Like, they have at least another 10 years until they're out of my house. And then who knows if I'm still where they're going to be financially, if I will have to help them and all that and get them on the right path, because that would be the goal too, that they grasp these ideals and they do them as well. So anyway, a little bit of a rambling video that I wanted to do, but I just wanted to talk about how I think it's a great idea. And I think that looking inward at myself and realizing that I can eliminate some more things and really stop living outside my means, take this extra income and really do something with it, something productive with it, is possible. And it's still possible. Like, yes, I've made some mistakes in the past year. This has honestly been my best financial year in the sense of I've budgeted every single month, every single paycheck. I have budgeted every single paycheck. Like, that is mind-blowing to me, especially as someone who, I would not say I'm the most financially savvy person, not at all. I can tell you how to get good credit, but my credit is mediocre. I can tell you how to save money, but my saving is mediocre, so not like I'm the top expert or something, but just knowing that I set aside the time and the discipline to do it for myself, and I can do it again, and I can keep doing it, and I can make progress. I can actually build a retirement fund. I can actually pay off my student loans and my debt. And like, sometimes it's all you need. So when I'm feeling like crap, I'm just going to, after I upload this video, which I am going to upload it, and you are seeing it now because I've uploaded it, I'm going to come back and watch this video anytime I feel like I'm not going to make it. And I'm going to look in the camera and I'm going to say, you can make it. You can do this. You can save this money. You can pay off this debt. You can make a difference in your children's life. You can make a difference in your life. You just have to put the work in, be disciplined, stay focused, have a plan, have a vision, make a plan, stick to the plan, and execute. Period. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Honestly, it was just like me rambling and just talking, but just something that was been on my mind, and I wanted to talk about it and share. If you are on a financial journey as well and you just want a friend to talk to, just leave me a comment down below. I would love to be your accountability partner, just with the person. If you just want to tell me what your goal is and then I come back to you the next week and ask you if you worked on that goal, I would love to do that for you. I would love to be your accountability partner. But you know, if you just want to chat down in the comments below, I'm down for that as well. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you haven't seen my previous video on my financials, my debt, what I'm doing, how I'm going to fix the situation, I will link it on the screen. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can do so by hitting my face down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.